I want to talk about being a public company. It means that all of us, including myself and all of our listeners, can go find out all kinds of things about you,
But mostly
all
you.
your revenue, your gross margins, all kinds of stuff. So, go do it if you want to. But I want to hear about what it means to be traded on the CSE and the OTC for you as a company leader in terms of your day-to-day decision making and are you happy being a publicly traded company? Does it make sense for you? It's there doesn't seem like there's a lot of stock being traded on the
Yep.
daily when a lot of retail investors paying attention to iAnthus.
Yeah, I think the recapitalization efforts, 2021, 2022, kind of led us into the perspective of where we have today. So you have a lot of outstanding shares that exist inside of Canada, but we have the ability to be able to operate a little bit under the radar. And for some people, that provides a little bit of a benefit. And I think for iAnthus, that's one of the things that makes this organization really unique and interesting is that it was one of the first publicly traded organizations. It was one of the first organizations on paper to be valued at over $1 billion. I mean, there's a crazy storied history that took place in iAnthus over the years. And then there was the recapitalization effort that allowed us to kind of drift into the back and be able to focus on the things that matter, which is operational execution. And so that's when I joined the organization, was in the summer of 23. And since that time, that's what we've been focused on, is really putting time and attention on ensuring that the operations are strong. We're doubling down on the states that really matter. We're launching brands and products that really speak to the consumer. We're working to understand who our consumer is. We're recruiting world-class talent to come and work at this organization to take us into the future. And I get to do it with a little less scrutiny than some of the other larger tier one MSO operators, which allows me to go and to build out these facilities in Maryland and Florida and New York, and be able to come on a podcast like this and talk about our margin growth has been strong since I arrived in 23 all the way to 25. We've put up some of our highest gross margin percentages last year. We're producing positive cash flow. Like, those are things that are really strong elements of building blocks of our business. And it's something that I'm really proud of that we've been able to do over the past couple of years.
Man, there's so many directions that I want to go off of this. You brought up Florida and the investment on OpEx, but Anna Ray also mentioned like how consumer focused you are, and you have this history of working in CPG. Um, let's start there, I guess. Like, how would you define iAnthus to the consumer? What's the promise to the consumer that you are uniquely bringing compared to the other MSOs?
Yeah, we want to be a flower first organization. So we spend a lot of time and attention on our genetic portfolio, making sure that we're turning out high quality flower. We've completely revamped our entire cultivation team and cultivation strategy, really leaning on some of the strength that's been found inside of the West Coast. While I talk originally about our operations being east of the Mississippi and the legacy markets being west of the Mississippi, we found so many people who have such a great perspective over how to grow craft quality cannabis in a very competitive market like California. What we found is bringing those people into the organization has been a great opportunity for us to be able to double down on what it means to be a flower first organization. And so what we want to do is deliver high quality flower, because we don't have unlimited cultivation space. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
millions of square feet of cultivation space. And so it's important that all of the flower that we turn out of our facilities is of the highest quality. So we brought in a great new head grower. His name's Chad Salute, came from Maven out in California. And so Chad leads our cultivation operations. Through that, we've been able to recruit numerous other cultivation manufacturing team members and cultivation team members to reside in our markets where it matters most for us to have high quality products. So we have new people living in Florida, new people living in New York outside of our Warwick facility. And that's people relocating to join the iAnthus journey and to be a part of this vision that we're trying to create, and taking what they've learned from legacy markets and traditional markets and bringing that over to the markets to which we operate. So to answer your question more directly, we want to be a flower first organization, and we want to have ties to the traditional market in some way, so that we can learn the people who came before us, the things that they've done to make cannabis really stand out and to be of the highest quality. And we want to inject that into all of our operations in each of the states to which we operate, and that become part of our DNA, actually.
Love that. Yeah.